Getting the ball on the rise can take away a lot of time from your opponent and get him on the back foot. It's a very difficult shot. Today I'm going to teach you how to hit properly on the rise on the forehand side. So when you're playing at a point, you have two options. You can let the ball drop into your range. So let's say it bounces and then I let it drop until it's in my hip level to be able to properly hit it. That's called your strike zone. You always want to hit around your hip level, a little bit above it. That's your strike zone. So you have two options. When the ball bounces, you let it go up and then you let it drop into your strike zone. But the other option I'm going to teach you today is getting the ball on the rise. So as soon as it hits the floor, you basically hit it as it's coming up. So take a look at this. So it bounces and then it hits and it's coming up. Bounces and hits while it's coming up. This is a very risky shot because you are trying to time it. As soon as it hits and pops up, you're trying to get on top of it while you're still trying to get that spin. And remember, if you remember any of my other videos, your forehand, you want to go from bottom up. So that's what makes it even more difficult. In order to do it properly, you have to be able to read the other shot and be able to identify that it's going to be a forehand as soon as possible. So what I mean by this, let's say you're right here a little bit inside the baseline and your opponent's going to hit you a forehand. Let's say it lands right about past the service line, right about here. You're going to run in and you're going to want to get right on top of it, okay? Get right on top of it. So in order to master this shot, you have to do a lot of practice with somebody feeding you on the other side. Just ball after ball, trying to keep it high and you trying to time it so that way you get it right when it bounces. So one thing I always focus when I'm hitting these shots is trying to move your body to where you think the ball is going to land and just trying to move it there. Try not to give yourself any extra space. Just try to get to that area. And what you're going to notice is once you start practicing that, you're going to start hitting it pretty close to your body. But little by little, you're going to move to that shot effortlessly and be able to give yourself proper space between you and the ball. So again, two very important things. First, recognize that it's coming to your forehand side and run to where you believe the ball is going to land and just plant your feet there, okay? So look at, I run over here, I plant. And you notice how I'm still getting it a little high. That's fine, especially when you're getting it on the rise. The ball is naturally going to come up and it might rise a little bit more than what you would like. But the two things remain the same. Identify where that shot's going to be immediately and start moving towards it. And plant your feet where you believe the ball's going to bounce. That's all you have to worry about. Those two things, and I promise it's going to get easier to hit these balls on the rise. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe, and have a great day, guys. God bless.